was asked to deliver a few brief closing remarks to you to end the session. I learned from the opening remark that such a closing remark always contains an apology and appreciations. So I start with the apology. I apologize that I will not provide a full summary of all the sessions and all the results that have been provided. But before jumping to the appreciations, let me nevertheless provide a few brief observations about our gathering this morning. First of all, I'm very grateful to all the speakers who have shared with us their experience and their knowledge. What came very clearly through, both at the presentations with the speakers, but also the discussions in the groups, is the hope that we find some solution to this problem of human trafficking. My supervisor, my PhD thesis always says, Christoph, don't jump too quickly to the solutions. We first have to understand the problem. So this is always something that I take with me. So, and I take this also as a takeaway point from this morning's session. For me, the example of human trafficking shows that many problems in our globalized world are closely interconnected and multidimensional. Let me say something about that. The first is, we have seen, like in the presentations and the discussions, that the phenomenon of human trafficking reaches from the local level all through to the regional and global levels. We have heard in one of the speakers' presentation that what happens in a house in Sanur can affect the entire community in Bali. All the while there are politicians in Jakarta thinking about laws, policies, and responses to law enforcement to eradicate this problem, while some commissioners of the ASEAN Commission sit in Sanur, perhaps not far away from that very house, to find regional responses to the problem, cross-border solutions and collaborations. And at the same time, all of this may be also linked to events that happen far away in Afghanistan or in Bangladesh and force villages and poor city dwellers to leave their countries. So it is very important to understand these interconnections, to be aware that we are in this world where we, at the same time, problems can be local, but they are global. The second observation is that came also very clearly through the presentations and your discussions, is that these problems cross different disciplines and areas of work. Yeah, obviously, we're here at the law faculty, so law is an important part of it. But at the same time, we have heard in the discussions, there's business, the private sector involved, tourism, but also politics, social work, psychosocial support, health, statistics. We have heard so many areas that are involved. So it is important to be able to make these connections across different disciplines and areas of work to actually understand the entire phenomenon of human trafficking. And I think you all have made an effort to do so. So what is the role of the university or academia in all of this? Because we are here in a university. I think it's important to build the capacities of students to precisely think beyond geographical boundaries and to engage problems with skills and perspectives that they gain from different disciplines and areas of work and research. And I think, again, many of you have already tried to do that. The education at Udayana University is certainly a first step for all of you to prepare yourself for this world of these interconnected problems, but also for opportunities to solving those problems. We have very often given the metaphor here of planting seeds. In fact, what I've seen during the discussions is a lot of young plants already growing in the room. So I encourage you to take this forward, and I hope that the Summer Institute and the STUDIUM GENERALE in 2015 has made a very small contribution to further growing those plants. So I thank the speakers, again, for sharing their experiences. I thank all of you, the participants, who have so actively participated in the STUDIUM GENERALE. Importantly, I thank the host, the Udayana University, and the Dean of the Law School for inviting us, for providing this excellent venue and supporting our long-established collaboration. I thank the partners, the human rights Resource Center, the Handel Center for Human Rights and International Justice, and the East-West Center for co-organizing the STUDIUM GENERALE. I thank the donors, USAID, the UK Embassy in Jakarta, for providing the necessary support to make this possible. And importantly, last but not least, I thank the support staff, the translators sitting in the booths in the back for helping us. And I look forward to have more fruitful collaboration with Udayana universities on similar events in the future. Thank you very much.